Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out the Medium Partner Program. Maybe you're checking out Medium as a writing platform and you're wondering, can you really make money from this platform just for writing articles, right? You hear people talking about it. How much money can you really make? Is this a waste of time? Are there better ways to make money online? Let's check it all out today, all right? At any time, if you want my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, just click the link below and I'll share with you my favorite strategy on how to do that. Now, on this channel, I've literally reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different make money online strategies, and some of them are really good, some of them so-so. A lot of them, though, I've reviewed, unfortunately, are not very good, okay? So let's check out the Medium Partner Program to find out if this is a good way for you to make money or not. This is just to help you to save a bit of time, all right? Now, what is Medium? Medium is a very, very popular and large open writing platform. That means anyone can come on here, you can become a subscriber, you can read great articles for being a subscriber, right? A paid subscriber. We'll talk about how much you have to pay in a second, and you can write for them and also make a little bit of money, right? So think of it as an open blogging platform, right? Article writing platform, blogging platform, and essentially you can come on here. You don't need to be a professional writer. You could be anyone with any sort of writing experience. Maybe you just enjoy writing stuff. You don't even have to be that great, to be honest, right? And you can sort of leverage that platform, and the more that you write, the more people find your articles, the more of an audience that you build, the more interactions that you have, the more money that you can potentially make on Medium, all right? And the reason why I'm doing this review is because one of my subscribers asked me to review this, and interestingly, one of my friends that I see on a regular basis is actually a Medium writer as well. So I wanted to do this review just to show you whether this is actually really a good way to make money online or not, all right? Now, just a little bit about Medium. It was created by the ex-CEO of Twitter, Evan Williams, in 2012. So it's been around for over a decade now, right? And you can see Medium is starting to gain a lot of popularity. If you do any sort of Google search, you'll find a lot of Medium articles, which means that Medium is actually building a really, really popular base. They're ranking really well on Google, and there are quite a lot of the writers that are making okay money, all right? Some of them not making any money at all, but some of them making okay money. We'll talk about that in a second, right? But basically, they've got about 170 million active readers globally, and they've paid out roughly about $2 million every month to their writers that do well on their platform, which is pretty cool, all right? Now, this is how this works, right? Medium makes money from subscriptions. So if you really want to get into reading great stories on Medium as a user, you have to pay $5 a month or $50 a year, okay? Slightly discounted, $10 discount right there, right? But it's a paid article reading platform. You can also find articles, ranking on Google, but to get the best articles, you have to become a subscriber, okay? Now, if you want to make money from them, you can join their partner program. So you can just Google Medium Partner Program and you can just sign in here. They have a few requirements, all right? And I'll explain this very quickly. So in order for you to be eligible, you need to become a member, which means that you need to be a subscriber. You have to pay $5 every single month in order to be a real subscriber of Medium. So that's one basic requirement. The next thing is you must have published at least one story in the last 6 months. So you have to become a quote-unquote active member, otherwise you're not going to be eligible. And then you must be in a country where the Medium Partner Program is available, okay? So they're not available everywhere, but they're available in a lot of countries, okay? So let me show you right here with the help of selfmademillennials.com. Thank you very much. These are the countries that are okay with as long as you're in one of these countries, then you can join the Medium Partner Program. So a lot of countries, okay? Obviously the US, the UK, the UAE, Switzerland. So a lot of Europe right here, Singapore, Poland, Norway, New Zealand, the Netherlands, Mexico, Australia, right? Some parts of Asia, right? Hong Kong, Malaysia has been added. That's where I live, okay? Japan. I think Thailand is in the works. They're having some problems right there. But they are available in a lot of countries around the world. Not every single country, but quite a lot of countries, okay? Now, how do you actually earn on Medium? Okay, so this is how Medium works. So first of all, you have to write a lot of stories, okay? So you have to write a lot of articles, write a lot of stories, and it's really about starting to understand what your user base wants to read and doubling down on the topics that they're interested in reading. And then also, it takes a little bit of time, all right? A Medium is not one of those platforms where you can start today and start making money tomorrow. It's one of those platforms where it requires at least a few years. Okay, let me say that again. It requires a few years of you writing articles, hundreds of articles over a long period of time to eventually slowly build up your reader base so people actually know who you are, they're waiting for your articles, and every time you write an article, they will actually leave you social media engagement. So they leave comments, they leave claps, they share your articles, things like that, okay? So the more of a user base that you can build over a period of time, the more money that you're gonna make through your Medium articles, okay? The other thing that you need to understand is that it's not just about throwing out random articles and writing about whatever you want. It's more about finding your own voice, finding a niche that you can write well in, and then understanding the analytics of what your readers actually want to read, okay? Because if you're putting out content that people actually want to read, more people are going to read it, you're going to get more subscriptions, more viewership, and then that's how you can boost your Medium income, okay? Now, this is what they calculate earnings on for the Medium Partner Program, all right? So a few things. First of all, how long are members spending reading or listening to your stories? Okay, so the longer that they read it, the better. That's pretty obvious, right? Another thing is engagement points, right? You know, how many people are clapping? You know, are they responding to your story? How long would they follow you for the first time after reading your story? Things like that. Okay, another one is follower bonus, a multiplier on top of engagement points when the member reading your story currently follows you or the publication, or the publication this story is published in. Okay, another one is boost post, a multiplier of engagement points when the story is boosted. Okay, and member read ratio, the percentage of members who read your story for 30 seconds or more on the given day will adjust the value of all points earned up or down. All right, so it's a combination of different things. Well, let's put it very simply. You'll make more money depending on how many people read your stories, how long they read it, and how much they engage in it. That's pretty much it. Okay, and the more you can do that, the more money that you're going to make. All right, now the big question: how much money can you really make on Medium? All right, because when I first heard about making money on Medium, that's when my friend was telling me about it, and he writes about 2 or 3 articles a day. I mean, he's aggressive. He's like, you know, pumping out article after article, and he's a pretty good writer, but his articles, his stories can be pretty short, right? And he writes literally on everything under the sun. Now, after I've done my research on this, what I've realized is that actually that's not really the strategy on how to make good money on Medium. A lot of people think that it's just about pumping a lot of articles through their website, and hopefully it's kind of like, you know, you throw as much shit on the wall as possible and you see what sticks, right? And the more that you do that, the more consistent that you get, hopefully more people are gonna find your articles, first of all, and then they're gonna read more of it. But the reality is that that's not really how Medium works, okay? Medium kind of works like this. Like I mentioned earlier, you have to be consistent first of all, but also after a while, you have to figure out what your readers actually want to read, and you have to create more of that kind of content. Because if you're writing about stuff that people aren't interested in reading, then you're not going to build up a reader base, okay? And if you don't build up a reader base, people aren't going to spend time reading or listening to your stories, they're not going to engage, and then you're not going to activate the algorithm that actually pays you inside a Medium, all right? Now, there are a lot of people on Medium that don't make any money. You have to understand that, right? There are a lot of writers that write, but they just don't make any money because a lot of them quit before they actually start making money. So Medium is actually quite a difficult way to make money. Yes, they have some great writers that make a lot of money, but those are people that have been on the platform for a long time. They're great writers, and they've figured out an audience, they've built an audience, and they've figured out what their audience really wants to read, okay? Now I'm just gonna give you one example right here. This is someone that's been on Medium for 3 years, has written almost 300 stories. So think about that for a second. That's a lot of writing, okay? So 300 stories divided by 3 years means she's writing 100 stories a year. So 100 divided by 12 months, she's writing about 8 stories a month. All right, that's a lot. That's a lot of articles, okay? Now, some people will write a little bit more, you know, one every day, but not everybody can do that, all right? Now, how much money has she made? Right, this is her story, okay? So almost 300, she's made about $15,000 in total, but a lot of it came in her third year, her final year, okay? She's gained 13,000 followers, which is pretty good, right? And she's received $2,000 as a bonus on Medium. Now, what she says is she currently earns between $500 and $1,000 on Medium. Now, if you think about it, that's not that much money. for 3 years worth of work. She's been working really hard. She's finally figured it out, and she will probably go on to make a lot more money now, right? Now that she's figured it out, basically what she's saying is she's figured out exactly what her audience likes to read now, but it's taken her 3 years to figure that out. Okay, and so now she's putting out a lot more content that her readers want. It's a lot more about her, solopreneur experience and making money online and side hustles. That's what her audience likes particularly. You don't necessarily have to write about that, but that's what she's found has worked for her, right? And she's obviously coming out with a lot more content in that particular area, and slowly her Medium earnings will probably increase. But you have to understand her journey, right? It's taken her 3 years to get to $500 to $1,000 a month. Now, as an internet marketer and as somebody that's reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different strategies online to make money, I think that this is a really, really slow way of making money. All right. Now, most people are not going to be able to slog it out for 3 years. That's just the reality. Okay. I know what people are like. I know, people's work ethic in general. Slogging out for 3 years to make finally $500 to $1,000 a month on a platform is very, very difficult. Most people will quit before they even ever get there. All right. If you're able to get there, this particular lady will probably go on to make quite a decent amount of money, maybe $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month on Medium, but it's going to take her 4, 5, 6 years to get there. Does that make sense? Right? So Medium is definitely a long game. Can you make money from it? Yes. Is it difficult? It's very difficult, I think. Yes, some people have made quicker money on Medium, but I think that this is a good kind of midpoint for you to understand that it's not that easy. There will be exceptions to the rule, right? You might be an outlier. You might absolutely crush it on Medium, but I can tell you that my friend who's writing, 2, 3 articles a day is certainly not earning anywhere close to $500 to $1,000 a month, and may never ever get there because he can't figure out the actual strategy on how to do it properly. Okay, I think that if you want to become a writer, you will probably make more money quicker setting up your own custom blog. Honestly, like if you were to go out there, buy a program or research, and I've reviewed some of these programs on this channel, where you would go out there and build a niche blog, write 1 article a day, maybe 1 article every couple of days. You will get to $500 to $1,000 a month in about 12 months time, in about a year. Whereas with Medium, it will probably take you a lot longer than that. So, I don't think that Medium is a great way to make money. I think it's just there's too many variables that you can't control. It is quite a difficult thing to do. You have to be very consistent. You have to be very persistent. And I think that the earnings just don't, it doesn't equal the amount of effort that you're putting in. With the same amount of effort, you could make more money creating a niche blog or doing something completely different that's not involved in writing. Okay? And that's kind of my review on Medium. It's not that you can't make money on this platform. You can. But I think that most people aren't going to make anything. Most people, other people will make just a little bit, maybe $100 or $200 a month, which is very little money if you think about it online for the effort that you're going to put in. And some people might end up making a lot of money, but that's going to be a super small percentage of people, right? So I think it's easier for you to set up your own niche blog, do it that way, which is still a long journey. It's still going to take you 12 months or 24 months to make $500 to $1,000, building your own niche blog, and you have to figure out all the technical elements. But ultimately, I think that there are other better strategies than becoming a writer on Medium, to be honest. After reviewing hundreds of different strategies online, I think that this is one of the not so good ones out there. It's legit, and Medium is an awesome platform, and it's growing, and it's not expensive. It's only $5 a month. But is this a good way to make money online? I don't think so at all. I mean, you should be making $5,000 to $10,000 minimum on the internet if you're going to be putting this much effort into building your skill set online. I hope that makes sense. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this review of the Medium Partner Program. I don't recommend it. I think that it's a very hard way to make money online. There are much easier and I think more effective ways to do it. But if you just like to write for fun, and maybe you're like, I don't mind if I make a little bit of money, or I don't really make money, I don't really care, then you can check out the Medium Partner Program. Okay, medium.com/partner-program. All right. Now, if you're here watching this video though, maybe you're like, well, Aaron, I'm here to make money. I want to make big money. Can I replace my full-time income? Can I travel the world? Can I maybe 5x my full-time income and quit my job? Absolutely. On this channel, I have reviewed so many different strategies. Some are really good, some are so-so, a lot of them not very good though. But out of all the strategies that I have reviewed, I think that there is one strategy, I've distilled them all into one strategy that I think an absolute beginner or someone who has no experience with tech or making money online before can go from zero to their first $5,000 to $10,000 a month 100% from home. I've got a free masterclass that details this. If you would like to access that for free, you can check it out. Just click the link below and I'll send you that masterclass. You can check it out if you would like. I hope you enjoyed this review of Medium Partner Program, and I hope to see you on another video review. Take care.